I'm Chef Wild. Thanks for joining me today for Wild's Walkabouts. We're up here about 2,500 feet in elevation on this mountainside, and we haven't even got into the hard timber yet, and I've already found two types of edibles. First one is wild raspberry or thimbleberry, just right here on the edge. Everybody knows that from the last show. We also got some huckleberries, some giant huckleberries here. Nice little bush. You can see the berries there. These are perfect for any kind of pie or any kind of jam you want to make. But what I'm real excited about is the mushrooms we're hopefully going to find in here. So let's get in these hardwoods and see what we can round up, huh? Alright, so when we're looking for mushrooms, kind of in these hardwoods here, what we're looking for is any kind of little patches of light that come through here. Mushrooms will absorb that light and immediately start popping up. So anywhere where we see these patches of light, we're going to go check for mushrooms, and hopefully we're going to get lucky. We might find some chanterelles growing out here. So I came to this little patch of sunshine down here and we found some coral mushroom. First things first, anytime we go out mushroom hunting, always bring a knife so you don't kill the mycelium that's in the ground. And just want to slice it off at the bottom there, like so. And you can see it's just growing all over the ground here. I'll let you get a close-up of it. And I always bring little containers because these are really fragile mushrooms. So I'll break up my backpack and I'll be putting that in my container and taking that home with us. Those are delicious. Oh yeah. Excellent. Get a lid on these guys. And back into the pack. Now what I just found here is a big patch of chanterelle mushrooms. The yellow chanterelles go for about anywhere from $8 to $15 a pound fresh on the market. And these are some beauties. You want to see there? Oh, those are gorgeous. And I'm going to finish cleaning this whole patch up here. Now for the chanterelles, I like to keep a burlap sack. Helps keep them fresh. So I'll go ahead and break out my pack. My nice little rice burlap. And with any luck today, we'll fill this thing with chanterelles. Now when you're picking mushrooms, you always want to wear tennis shoes. So where you're stepping could be future mushrooms down in the ground, and you don't want to squish them down in there or they won't come back up. So you want to walk very delicately if you can. Oh, and these little button chanterelles are the best. I like them small. And there's a big old banana slug. More chanterelles. Oh, gorgeous. These just came up this morning. Had a nice hard rain last night. It's really getting them blooming. Absolutely gorgeous. Look at this guy. Banana slug. Pretty cool pattern, huh? There we go. Now these may look edible, nice bright red berries, but what this is it's red baneberry, and these are actually toxic. And I'm sure if they weren't toxic, squirrels or birds would be eating them. It's a real big berry. It's got seeds in the middle there, and they're highly poisonous root, plant, and the berries. So probably shouldn't have popped that berry, but I did. We'll go ahead and leave these. I find all kinds of chanterelles just alongside this cutout here, and to give you a sense of how high up we are, I'm going to walk over to the edge here, take a look over the hillside. Oh, look at this. Big patch of chanterelles right here. Right here. Take these with me. Oh yeah. And then take a peek over here. It gives you a real sense of how high up we are. Gorgeous view. Without the trees being cut down. Now here we found a little patch in the moss here of Pipsissewa, and it's a medicinal plant that Native Americans used to make tea out of for backaches. I wouldn't recommend eating it or making tea or actually touching it, because it can cause blisters to the skin. It's in the wintergreen family, and there's a few of them, just little ones, growing right in the moss here. It's a pretty little plant, and it puts on a nice, cute little flower on it when they bloom kind of in the fall, but that's what they are. It's a nice little find. Now what we found here is some Indian pipe. It's a conifer parasite, and what the natives used to do is use this for a pain medicine. It contains a powerful sedative. I wouldn't recommend using it medicinally. You got to figure in that natives' lives actually were about half of what ours are, so not all their medicines were great, but they kind of look like little roses growing here. And I'm going to go ahead and leave these, but I just want to show you what they are. They're rare to find. In fact, I'm pretty sure that they're at least threatened, if not endangered. So we're just going to go ahead and leave this little patch alone, but they're pretty cool looking, Indian pipe. And it's nice to know that, you know, the native medicines can still be found out here. So that's an awesome score on the walk. Found some more Indian pipe here. I say it's rare to find, but I think we've hit a nice little patch in here. So it's pretty cool. It's good to see that. We got all kinds of chanterelles in the foreground here. Background, we got some Indian pipe, and over here next to the log we got some coral fungus. This log right here, this little area, is just healthy. Several types of edible coral fungus growing here. It'd be real delicate. This stuff is really fragile and also really delicate in flavor. Growing around this whole stump here. Hopefully we can get enough of this to make a little appetizer with. That'll be awesome. Once again, thanks for joining me on Wild's Walkabout. Saw some pretty cool stuff today. Picked about 8 pounds of chanterelle mushrooms. Got enough coral mushrooms to make a little appetizer. Enough huckleberries and thimbleberries to make a little tart or a pie. It's starting to get dark out here though, and we're in bear country, and the only thing I have is my trusty knife, and don't want to be rustling any black bears with that, so we're going to head on out of here. So until the next walkabout, hope to see you then. Cheers for now.